Hello, I'm recording this on June 18th, and that means two things. It is too close to the shortest nights of the year and too close to the hottest days of the year, and I don't like either of those things. And it is time for the Darkness News update. It's brought to you by Evoluma and the OmniMax, the Area Max, and the Road Max, and what they are is exterior lighting with dark sky principles taken to the max. These are fully shielded, these are well diffused to avoid glare, they come with shields, they come with timers, they come with ready for dimmers and networked lighting controls. But let's get into the news. The Desunlight's consortium Luna Group has published a new study on light pollution and energy use, finding that a test school parking lot in Colorado not only reduced all lighting issues, but was able to save energy by adhering to a few principles that we've been talking about on this show for a good long while now. Dark Sky International has released their State of Science report, with John Barentine summarizing everything that we've learned this year and what we need to study further if we want to grow this movement. A Slovakian team has created a realistic polarization model for sky brightness. This is a new work that creates better measurement methods that take into account more factors to examine what we talk about when we talk about sky glow. The Pacific Northwest National Labs have tackled flicker in automotive lighting, specifically issues that are arising in changes in modulations between daytime running lights, full running lights, and high beam modes, as well as proposals to improve that frequency modulation and, hopefully, help us all drive a little safer. Your phone's screen, the blue light from it, is not bright enough to really throw off your sleep, but what you might be reading or watching could be, and, maybe try to relax a little more. We have a new meta-study, which is a study that examines the data from other studies, and confirms once again that disruption to circadian rhythm is linked with metabolic diseases. The IGB has found that lighting changes do save insects. This is a new study from Germany that installed new shielded lamps, again, warm lights, low lights, and this was in one wildlife sanctuary and 3 municipalities, and found that yes, insects were less likely to gather around these lights, more likely to thrive and not die. We have another study showing that reducing coastal lighting does also reduce seabird strandings. This is a study of petrels on the island of Newfoundland and saw that as a fish processing facility reduced its lighting specifically as it faced the sea, that seabird health outcomes were for the better over the course of a year. In something that is not a sponsor, but I think is interesting, a company called Tivoli has debuted a new turtle-safe LED tape light. These are amber LEDs. They are rated for dust, sand, as well as surf. So they can work outside along your beachfront properties should you need them. The Darker Sky Project, a group of Dutch ports that are seeking to balance lighting, have held an annual event to discuss their progress on reducing lighting near the seasides, as well as offering new after-dark walking tours for skeptics. The Indian government is going to be limiting light pollution in hoardings. These are temporary structures. One of them did collapse recently, and they've been revisiting how these are allowed to go ahead, and there will be a large policy reform, but one of those things will be limiting the amount of lighting in these spaces. The state of Colorado has celebrated Dark Sky Month. This is their third year in a row. We have new environmental groups seeking injunctions against the Grand Walaya Hotel in Maui, the Conservation Council for Hawaii, and the Center for Biological Diversity have filed for an injunction on lighting at the facility, as they have found 3 dead endangered birds on the facility at night. Teton County, Wyoming is working towards DSI recognition. This is a 5-year plan before the county board. The Sunshine Coast of Australia will also be seeking recognition from Dark Sky International, with 7 towns in Queensland, north of Brisbane, looking to cooperate on a new exterior lighting policy that would see them recognized as a dark sky place. Folly Beach, South Carolina, has proposed new turtle lighting regulations, with City Council passing one reading of a new ordinance that would prohibit beach-facing lighting 10 p.m. to dawn, May to October. Park City, Utah, has switched out their street lighting for the better. They're in Wasatch County. They are including mitigations to light pollution as part of their infrastructure work. We have a new high-rise in Foster Martin, BC, raising concerns over light trespass. Speaking of concerns over light trespass, a Tesla Gigafactory has been drawing lighting pollution complaints. This is outside Austin. The residents are not happy. And what's really great about this one is that you can see exactly when the factory came live, because there are heat maps of Texas's sky glow. And you can see in 2020, there's the spot that they're on, totally fine. And then 2021 flips on and it goes up like a pimple on that map. Speaking of Austin, their moon towers, all 20 of them, have finished an LED conversion project. These are some of the first actual electric street lighting in America. They were first built in 1895, 31 of them, 31 at the time, 20 still standing. And they were built to deter or capture the servant girl slasher, an early serial killer in American history. They initially used carbon arc lamps. They only burned 12 hours at a time. They were dangerously blue, like upsettingly blue. And they never caught that killer. I don't know if he moved on or what, but I just thought I'd bring that up. A little history of street lighting and crime, and maybe a lesson in there somewhere. But anyway, I've been Scott Wachter. I want to thank Evluma. I want to thank the Lighting and Darkness Foundation. I want to thank the Lighthead magazine. I want to thank Nailed, and I want to thank you for listening. Until next time, take care of yourself.